Welcome to... I haven't decided what to call this yet. Let's see. I'm going to be playing visual novels. So, videos about visual novels. We'll call it the V&V Nation. I'm going to be playing Cartagra, and I've started this channel because I like doing live streams, but the thing about it is I also really like playing visual novels. That's kind of my thing. And it's really hard to do that on Twitch because they all have nudity. So instead, I'm going to be doing this YouTube thing because fuck it, no one watched me live anyway. Alright, so I did play this once before, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. And it was pretty good. I never finished it, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? I'm going to turn off my fucking air conditioning. Let's just pretend you didn't hear that. Okay. Let's play that intro. I also like to do the voices, so I will be doing the voices. I'm happy. Shoveling dirt and digging this pit brings me sublime bliss. With every scoop, with every scoop, with every scoop, with every scoop. With every scoop... Oh, really? With every scoop, with every scoop, with every scoop. They all connect me to you. A dead person. With every scoop of dirt, irritating germs coat my fingers, my clothes, and my body. My skin's freezing, the air is frigid, just like my ex. And there's a girl groaning by my side, just like my ex. I wonder if she's still dreaming. Oh look, titties. Thank goodness. She wheezes and moans, but at least she appears to be having a great dream. I use the shovel to push her body into the pit. Night-night, bitch. There's a soft thud of flesh striking dirt. Did that hurt? I've got to bury her, and quickly. I hear her soft whisper from beneath the dirt falling on her. Her voice is an impediment to my happiness. I swing the shovel down without hesitation. Bones shatter and flesh tears apart. The rich smell of blood fills my lungs. More titties. I stop my work and lay a hand on her cheek. Good. Her face wasn't crushed too badly. Well, fuck. I wonder if anyone's jacked into this scene. Probably. I run my fingers along her cheek, eyes, and lips. Ah, the feeling of warm blood. Suddenly, there's a cold sensation on the back of my hand. Oh, it's snowing, isn't it? Innocent Gray, a good company. It is the love unto obsession and insanity. Enter by the narrow gate, for the gate is... Oh, fuck, I couldn't read that fast. Cartagra! Bizarre serial murders and... Uno? Uno. I let out a sigh as I read the headline. I suppose I wouldn't be on my way to Zushi if this hadn't happened. I scan over the article. The murders seem to be indiscriminate. The victim's body is brutally chopped up. That makes the fourth victim in Uno. The inflammatory tone of the article jolts me back to reality. It's another reminder that the war is over. A few years ago, an article like this definitely wouldn't have run uncensored. they'd say would have reduced the morale of the citizens. I spot the line, "Lead detective, Japanese name," in the article, and instantly it brings up memories of my former boss. I'd just seen him 2 days ago. Fresh memories. Instead of looking for a job after I quit the police force, I secluded myself in a room I had rented at a brothel that belonged to an old friend of mine. After several months of that lifestyle, Arashima-san paid me a visit. That's when it all began. No. You can't have a... Oh, well, it's Japanese. That's fine. You can have a voice. Sorry for barging in like this, Shugo. No, you're welcome here anytime, Arashima-san. I'd always been awkward around others, but this guy was an exception. I'd worked with Arashima-san for nearly 10 years. We fought together in the war and both joined the police force after we were discharged from active duty. I was pretty glad to see him, as my day-to-day activities revolved around reading and not much else. However, bizarre murders? Yeah, the bizarre serial murder case going on in Uno. The city's in a panic right now. Haven't you heard, Shugo? Sorry, but I don't really listen to the radio or read the papers much. I see. I suppose that's understandable, given your current lifestyle. Anyway, a lot of troublesome cases have popped up since you quit the force. I've been pretty short-handed here. But this case is a real deal. 3 people have been butchered in less than a month. 3 people? Seriously? The corpses were discovered in an abnormal state. It's rare to see these kinds of bizarre murders in Japan. You look pretty worn out. You've got that right. It's been a while since I've had proper shut-eye. He shrugged, the hint of a smile tugging at his lips. Anyway, could I ask a favor of you since I'm so tied up at the moment? Yeah, I guess. I get you. But the thing is, I refrained from answering immediately. What's the matter, Shugo? Your compensation will be the same as usual. No, nothing was wrong, per se. It was a request from a man I've been indebted to for the last 10 years. There was no reason for me to refuse him at that point. Arashima-san had been sending work my way for a long while. For the most part, they were small, hassle-free jobs. I was sure this would be the same. I was also starting to get tired of spending all my days idling about inside the brothel. However, there was something that bothered me. I'll take you up on that job. There is, however, one thing I'd like to ask you regarding those murders. Upon hearing that, the edges of his lips curl into a twisted grin. So my man Takashiro Shugo's taking an interest in those bizarre murders, huh? I'd be happy to reappoint you any time. I have a shortage of talented detectives. I think this case would be perfect for you. Come on, stop joking around. I'm just curious. I've learned my lesson already. Images of what happened on the job 1 year ago surfaced in my mind. I shook my head to make them go away. You mentioned earlier that the corpses were abnormal. What exactly did you mean by that? Right. It's not exactly a pleasant topic of conversation, so I'll cut to the chase. Arashima-san continued on, his tone all business. First, it's just the papers have reported. The corpses were dismembered beyond recognition. The tips of the fingers were carefully destroyed, and the eyeballs gouged so deeply that the hollow of the wound nearly reached the brain. Viral reactions were discovered in some of the wounds. That means... Yeah, long story short, the victims were tortured to death. The cause of death was hemorrhaging. The perp didn't aim to kill, but to injure. Judging from their wounds, they were rather persistent and merciless. That'd be enough to make it a bizarre murder case with a twisted killer. But there's more? Yeah, there's one more thing. We've been instructed not to make this public yet, though I suppose it's only a matter of time before people find out. Top secret, got it. Arashima-san lowered his voice slightly. There was an extensive damage between the abdomen and genitals on the corpse, and the wounds in that area were quite distinctive. That's basically the rundown of the autopsy reports. What do you mean by distinctive? Well, according to forensics, it was almost as though they were torn apart by a sharp set of teeth. More story next week on VN Storytime. Story.